On this special edition of Lexington Now, Mayor Gorton's annual State of the City County Address. I'm Neil Noah. Welcome to Lexington Now for the week of February 5th, 2024. This week we are focusing exclusively on Mayor Linda Gorton's 5th annual look at the state of the city-county government. She began her address this week with public safety.
5 years. It has been 5 years since my first State of the City-County speech on January 22nd, 2019. When I challenged us all to dream big. In that time, we have marked 5 years of progress. I've kept the promise I first made as a member of the council, and then again as mayor, that government must focus on building strong citizens, strong families, and through them, a strong community. Building a strong community by building strong people is not a new idea. Perhaps Plato, speaking to us across the millennia, said it the best. This city is what it is because our citizens are what they are. Our city supports its citizens, and I'm talking about everyone who lives here. By keeping Lexington safe, working to attract good jobs and helping local companies grow, building a sound infrastructure, supporting the arts and cultural community, maintaining a high quality of life, and catching people who are in danger of falling. To meet our residents' needs, our government is reaching out with new technology and through new community partners, such as housing advocates, violence prevention experts, mental health professionals, social workers, translators, and many more. Let's take a few minutes to talk about the dreams we've turned into progress and how we're preparing for the year ahead. First, citizens must have public safety, a safe community. Strong public safety is the foundation of any successful city, and it is our top priority. In the past 2 years, we have made significant investments in technology to give our police officers new crime-fighting tools. The Real-Time Intelligence Center, relying on Flock and Fusus technology, acts as a police force multiplier, saving our officers time and helping them build stronger cases. This technology provides up-to-date real-time intelligence, allowing our police to respond to calls quickly and with more precision. In 2023, Flock license plate readers assisted police in recovering 127 stolen vehicles with a total value of $1.6 million. Recovering 17 guns through stolen vehicle investigations, guns that are now off the streets. Locating 4 missing people who had been entered into the National Crime Information Center, and serving 127 warrants or subpoenas. Those are solid steps to a safer Lexington. Lexington's fire and emergency services has kept our citizens safe for over 150 years. We have one of the best fire departments in the country, ranked in the highest class with only 119 fire departments nationwide. In 2017, our firefighters developed a model community paramedicine program, which takes a more comprehensive approach to the care of individual patients, such as those who need help with mobility, addiction, or mental health issues. In 2023, community paramedicine provided services to 761 individuals, including 331 people who had experienced a non-fatal overdose. Over the past year, we have increased the staffing of the community paramedicine program to meet community needs, adding 2 additional firefighters and 2 social workers. We also won a $1.3 million grant that allows us to hire 2 additional social workers into the program. It's well worth the investment. This program saves lives.
In part 2 of her address, Mayor Gorton spoke of the steps taken to reduce violence and poverty.
Violence reduction is a key part of the mission of our One Lexington Youth Program, which partners with nonprofits, public health, public safety, residents, and our schools to interrupt the path of violence that surrounds too many young people in our city. The program is building strong citizens, one young person at a time. Through one-on-one mentoring, prevention education, crisis response, neighborhood engagement, downtown peacekeeping, restorative justice, and survivor support, One Lexington and the community partners it engages worked with thousands of young people in 2023. Encouraging them and providing the tools they need to learn to work out their differences peacefully. How effective is it? Doing its part, One Lexington has helped reduce homicides and shootings. In 2022, Lexington had 44 homicides, compared to 24 in 2023. For the first time in 5 years, Lexington had fewer than 100 shootings just in 2023. This is progress. With us today is Leonard Clark, a licensed clinical social worker who volunteers with One Lexington's efforts downtown, including one night last fall when there was a shooting. His work helped diffuse group fights. Thank you very much, Leonard. Through the work of Tiffany Brown, my Equity and Implementation Officer, we are also addressing the impact of poverty and lack of transportation through programs like the Mobile Market, which takes fresh food into neighborhoods where there is no grocery nearby, and expungement clinics that have expunged over 1,000 criminal records of nonviolent offenses, easing barriers to education, housing, and jobs.
In part 3 of Mayor Gorton's address, she looked at the economic and job growth of the past 12 months.
As we work to build strong people, one essential key is a good job. Government's role is strengthening the fabric of our society and our economy to promote, attract, and produce good-paying jobs. Economic development is our bread and butter, and it's something we focus on every single day. We're getting results. Our economy is running full steam ahead, fully recovered from the pandemic, and breaking records for the number of people employed here. There are almost 3,000 more people employed right now in Fayette County than in March of 2020, just before the pandemic delivered a body blow to our economy. We have more than recovered. We are thriving. Furthermore, in partnership with Commerce Lexington, we're working with our nearby counties in the Bluegrass region to encourage regional employment growth. We know that when one of us wins, we all win. This year, we anticipate the opening of Baptist Health's new Hamburg campus. When completed, the campus is expected to produce more than 600 good-paying jobs. Congratulations to Baptist Health Lexington Chief Operating Officer Chris Rohde and everyone at Baptist Health. Chris, thank you very much. Our Bluegrass Ag Tech Development Corp is up and running. Our city's partnership with the University of Kentucky Martin-Gatton College of Agriculture, Food and Environment, the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, and Alltech is focused on making Lexington and Kentucky the international hub for ag tech business. We recently launched a new grant program designed to encourage ag tech and food-based businesses to locate right here in Kentucky, and the response has been tremendous. So far, over 70 companies have expressed an interest. Thank you, Bob Helton, our Bluegrass Ag Tech Director, who has joined us today. Thank you. Workforce investments are also critical to the success of our economy, as well as the people who live here. Helping people qualify for a first job or find a better job is essential to building strong workers and a strong community. Last January, we launched a new career services learning system. It's called Work Lexington Edge. It's user-friendly and can be accessed from a phone, a tablet, or a computer by Fayette County residents. And last July, we started our Second Chance Academy inside the Fayette County Detention Center. It's a year-long pilot program. Working with Mason King and Jubilee Jobs, a nonprofit that helps job seekers overcome poverty and achieve self-sufficiency, we provide career services for about 200 inmates who have no more than 6 months left on their sentences. Mason, we sure appreciate you. We've also started our Be Free initiative, which helps people in recovery for substance use disorder who are transitioning out of the criminal justice system.
When we return, we continue our highlights of Mayor Gorton's 2024 State of the City County address.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Chris Van Brackle with the Lexington Police Department Traffic Unit. Today we are talking about disability accessible parking and the aisles between those parking places. Accessible parking is a valuable and necessary resource for people with disabilities, and that includes the striped area next to accessible parking spots. These are access aisles, and it is illegal to park here, even if you have an accessible parking permit. Police and Lex Park will write tickets when they see vehicles parked in an access aisle or parked in an accessible space without a placard, and the fine is $250. Know where and where not to park. Keep the access aisles clear. Thank you, and drive safe.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. As we continue our in-depth look at Mayor Gorton's annual State of the City County speech, we shift our focus to affordable housing.
We all understand the importance of affordable housing in building strong citizens and a vibrant community. We have set records in 2023 for the amount invested in affordable housing, $7.4 million, and for the number of units created, 234. That includes housing for people who are extremely low income, the elderly, people with severe mental illness, and for people who are homeless or at risk of homelessness. 2024 is the 10th anniversary of the creation of the city's Affordable Housing Fund. Since 2014, our community has invested over 30 million local dollars in affordable housing. We've also received an additional $13 million in federal grants and leveraged an additional $390 million from our partners. Beginning in the next budget, we will allocate 1% of the prior year's revenue to the Affordable Housing Fund. This will generate about $5 million annually, a significant increase.
Mayor Gorton wrapped things up with Parks and Rec and welcome transportation news.
Let's talk about places where the city is literally building progress through construction. First, we're making progress on a new location for City Hall, a goal for many, many years. We anticipate having definite plans by this summer. In September, we completed construction of a new police roll call located near Man o' War off Tates Creek Road. It positions police closer to major traffic arteries and neighborhoods. We're building a new workforce training center in Davis Park. The center will offer career and employer services for residents and businesses, serving as the home base for all of our Work Lexington initiatives. We are also building a community center in Davis Park. It will be used for social, educational, and recreational programming. We plan to break ground on Legacy Business Park in the spring. There will soon be 146 acres of industrial office park land available for development and hundreds of new jobs. We completed $11.7 million in road resurfacing. We are designing a new senior and therapeutic recreation center to be located in Shiloh Park. This year, we will start construction of Cardinal Run North, the first large regional park we have opened in over 25 years. Work continues on Kelly's Landing, our new park, that will offer the city's first public river access for canoes and kayaks. We opened a new water feature in Charles Young Park called Splash. We're adding sidewalks along Rosemont Garden and sidewalks and bike lanes on Mount Tabor and Armstrong Mill. We installed a new monument in Veterans Park, recognizing Fayette County inductees into the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame. We will begin work on our Complete Streets Action Plan to establish streets that are safe for motorists, pedestrians, and cyclists all over town. With our numbers of pedestrian collision fatalities rising, complete streets planning, a long-term goal, is very important. We recently received one of the biggest federal grants in our history, almost $22 million, to make safety improvements along North New Circle Road, where most of our recent fatal or severe crashes have occurred, and many of those crashes involve pedestrians or cyclists. I traveled to Washington to talk to federal transportation officials and members of our congressional delegation about the importance of this grant. Our federal and state officials worked together to make it happen. We secured a second federal grant through the state, $8 million to reconstruct the railroad overpass on North Broadway near New Circle. This will improve pedestrian safety and eliminate flooding.
You can find the mayor's speech in its entirety on our website and on our YouTube channel. There are several televised meetings going on at City Hall this week, and you can watch them live here and streaming on our website. And remember, you can find all the most accurate and up-to-date information on all city business at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting coverage. That's all for now, and as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on X at LexRex, or watch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it.